Hey YouTube, coming at you with a video from Clex, who writes, big fan of you, Claydol and furret. Please feel free to rip Claydol apart and how bad it is with a smiley face. The fight against Claydol really surprised me, and sometimes I don't count, but overall I am happy with the team. Also followed your second account. What is your feedback on its growth and success currently? And I'll address that later in the video if you want to stay around for that. Let's take a look at the team for a minute here. Claydol, furret, weezing. Let's see, weak to ghost, weak to dark, weak to grass, weak to water, weak to ice. Yeah, so it's got a lot of weaknesses. I guess you can cover like one or two. Galarian, weezing is shadow. I'll add that now. But otherwise, furret again. What? Now, I've already talked about like furret. Like I think it's good. I like the stab swift, but man, you guys love furret. Like I think I've looked at like maybe 12 submissions over the past 2 weeks, and 7 or 8 of them had furret. Like, am I sleeping on furret? Is furret that good? Drop in the comments if you've used it and why everyone seems to love it. I understand Sucker Punch is a good move, and Swift is pretty good, and you get a buff Sucker Punch. It is non-stab though. Let me know. Comments below. Let's look at some battles. Starting off with a great lead against Drapeon. They get into Golisopod, which will resist your ground type moves. In with furret, where you are resisting the Shadow Claw, so this makes sense. Aqua Jet comes through. Aqua Jet's a good move. Going to buff that attack as quick as possible with Trailblaze. Probably not enough to take out because Trailblaze is not a good move, which means they're going to get another Aqua Jet off. Going to shield, which I think is right because you can just farm up and come out with some energy here. For the Drapeon, which resists the Sucker Punch, but the Swifts will start chipping, especially boosted. So grab one shield. Can we get another move off? They do overfarm a bunch here, so that's kind of nice getting the Swift off when we really should not have. CMP on that one, actually. So they will take us out. They make him out with some energy and throw like a Crunch or Aqua Tail here before leaving. Yeah, not surprising. It's a super effective Aqua Tail or Crunch. Going to take it on and put you at 50%, and out comes an Azumarill. Going to lower the attack with the buffed Rock Tomb. They let it go. And now, I mean, it's just going to be an Ice Beam, and you can live with this with ease. And now it's just a pacing thing, and you're not going to lose many pacings with this moveset. 8 to the Brutal Swing, 10 and 8 to the Sludges. Very easy. You can even, I was going to say, maybe even farm down, but I guess just going to force that shield. Claydol's an easy win con here. Magnezone, holy smokes, into a Quagsire. So swapping into... It's a weird one. Claydol's weak to water. Weezing's weak to ground. Stone Edge lands. That sucks because now you got to throw a Trailblaze, and that's going to be shielded, and they're just going to outspam you here. They're going to throw a move here, force a shield if you want to get another move off, or you lose. You may be able to get one more move off, but they could just shield and flip switch, which I assume they will. Because there's no way they're putting a Magnezone on your Claydol. So 100% worth the fight. Going to just sacrifice this and try and one shield Claydol. I guess it makes sense. Because you know this thing kills Magnezone. So you don't need to worry about that. And if you just save shields for the back end here. Not even going to go Rock Tomb to lower the attack. Just going to go straight Scorching Sands. Going to have to burn this shield here because you do not want to take a super effective foul play. I'm really surprised you're taking a move here. Are we going to go for the farm down here and come out with energy? Okay. I'm going to shield one and go. Yeah, that's fine. Going to shield, come out with energy. This would one-shot the Magnezone in a second here. Leaving 0 shields for Magnezone is definitely a decision. Goodbye, Magnezone. And, I mean, it's not like a shield with Magnezone would matter against Claydol anyways, but... Okay, first sort of neutralish lead here. Getting to the Scorching Sands. Again, I'm surprised they did not throw before. That lands and does an insane amount of damage and lowers the attack. Great combo there. Going to shield up a Bone Club. Thinking they're going to get to 2 here. We need to shield up 1. So shielding up 1, getting to the Bone Club. Take swap. Now Scorching Sands is neutral, but obviously just being able to lower their attack with Rock Tomb I think is well worth it. They do shield Bullet Seed, not enough to take you out, so they're going to have to dump some energy here. I assume. It doesn't matter. Both moves are the same. Okay. So they throw the Rock Tomb because, like I mentioned, a lot of people are playing it like Dugong, just lowering the attack move 95% of the time. Clodsire in the back. Clodsire in the back. So, yeah, Clodsire's got some bulk here. Swifts come fast though, right? So you're going to outpace with the Swifts, which are nice. But how much is an Earthquake going to do? It's a Sludge Bomb bait that we shielded, which is unfortunate. But I'm going to get the second Swift off here. It will not take out. They can definitely live another one. Can you get to a move here? No, because they baited, right? So they can definitely outpace you to this Earthquake. But that's actually smarter. Because one Earthquake's not going to take out. So if an Earthquake's not going to take out, just go double Sludge Bomb. And they catch the Swift. Ooh, playing very well. Just going Brutal Swing. Hoping it's enough with the Shadow to take this out. It's not stab, so I don't think it will be. Yeah, man, I don't want to go Sludge there. Sludge is just that much. Sludge is significantly better than Brutal Swing. I think you just go Sludge the majority of the time. Because the difference in energy is not that much. And so get taken out there. Now it's a race. Sucker Punch down. Should have used that shield. Okay, Claydol Mirror Match. Is this the Claydol thing you were talking to me about? Scorching Sands. This will do neutral. This will chip to the yellow. Lowers the attack. Gonna let it go. And it is an Ice Beam, but super effective. But the attack is lowered. And now you should be able to outpace here. I actually don't know how much Ice Beam is. But getting to the Scorching Sands, they do take them out. Yeah, you just kind of have to stay in this matchup. Yeah, it sucks, but you have to stay in this matchup because you cannot get a Sucker Punch user on. And then you can't swap Weezing where they would then be able to... Oh, crap, this thing has Psyshock. Where they would then be able to like swap out and then your Furret's stuck on the back. Gonna try and chip here and then come in Furret. They do shield. And now... How low is your Weezing? Is very low. And here comes the next move. So you gotta shield this. Yeah. It's not great. Gonna try and CMP. No, go throw right before. Is Swift enough to take this out from this range? I don't think so. It is not. They do make a catch on Togetic. Which at least you know, this is chip. But man, this thing is bulky, and this is why I don't love dumping that energy. Gotta hope it lands, but they're gonna definitely shield this because this is the only thing that's really gonna hurt, right? Your Furret's not gonna hurt. And we do get to a Brutal Swing, but that's resisted, so this is not gonna do anything. And they're gonna come out, yeah. Okay, Azumarill. Oh look, another weakness. Furret, interesting. Okay. So, and the timing. Okay, so there's two things here. Let me just stop it because it's the first big thing that I saw here. So first is, why the hell are you coming Furret into this matchup? I know you're weak to water and you're weak to ice because Claydol's garbage. So you had to safe swap. If you come in with a Weezing right away as a poison, they probably have an answer for that. Because they're going to have an answer for like Toxapex and stuff like that in the back. So they may have an answer like a ground or something. So you can't really come Weezing. Coming Furret is an interesting one because I know you have Trailblaze, but your Sucker Punch is resisted, so even if you boost that, who cares? Second, because you left the lead, you lose one turn there. So when you get to this 14 here, you're really at 15, right? Because your Trailblaze is 7 turns to get to. Sucker Punch is 2-turn move, so that's 14. And it costs you 1 turn to come in, so that's 15. So if you throw right now, you're throwing on CMP. So you do throw, which I think allows another bubble to go through. So now they're pretty far ahead. They're going to throw 1 and go. It is a Play Rough. Yes, Play Rough. And I understand you'll outpace the Trailblaze here. But here comes the second one. Hopefully you'll live, and if you do, it's just bubble range for sure after. Going to bait. I guess Trailblaze allows you... Yeah, I guess just the spamminess of this thing will outpace here. They will just shield and bubble down though. Take swap. Out comes now the weezing. You got denied the 1 turn. Going to shield an Ice Beam, which is interesting. Kind of surprised that you shield up an Ice Beam. Going to throw a Sludge Bomb. I guess you do not want to take any damage here. Marowak, which again at best is even in this matchup here. So here comes the first Bone Club. 1 Scorching Sand's not going to take them out. Should put them close though. Hopefully close enough that they don't get a second move off here. You're going to need 2 more. Nope. And here comes the second Bone Club. So not quite enough to take you out. They instant swap to Talonflame. 1 Incinerate. Going for the Brutal Swing. Hoping you can get to back-to-back Brutal Swings here. Doesn't matter. You need a Sludge, and they're not going to happen. Yeah. That's tough. I don't even know if... I don't like Furret as a safe swap into there, but I don't even know if that's the wrong play. It's just a very tough situation. Golurk. I sure hope this thing doesn't have a Ghost Fast Charge move here. Oh, wait. It does have a Ghost Charge move, which means you need to shield up everything here, too. So going to try to CMP a Golurk, which is a decision when you are against one of the most attack-heavy things in this meta. So, yeah, next time throw before you do that. They have no reason to shield that. They just grab 2 shields from you. Golurk has done its job. Drapeon. Holy smokes. Okay, so we're going to grab 1 shield back here very easily. You have really nowhere to go after this. So we're going to instant swap here, hoping that at best they have Aqua Tail because Crunch will be resisted. But these Aqua Tails are going to come really quick, and you only have resisted moves going their way. So they could let this go, and they do. And we'll get off another Aqua Tail. It'll be close. It'll be like 1 HP if you live. Okay, a couple HP. And Morpeko comes in. Unfortunately, just throwing the Brutal Swing. But do grab a shield. And now having grabbed 2 shields, Psychic is resisted. Electric is resisted. So they go Psychic Fangs. But last time I checked, that is not a good play there. And now just the instant swap. Basically trying to sacrifice this. I don't know about that. Aura Wheel lands. Does not quite take out. Throwing this just to get this out of here. How much do they have left on the Drapeon here? Nothing. Okay. Jumpluff lead. Tough lead, obviously. Furret comes in here. Let's see. Aerial Ace. That's pretty quick, so it's probably just an Aerial Ace. Okay. Into a Drapeon. So we'll get a couple Swifts off here, but these Crunches or Aqua Tails are going to come pretty quick too. So here comes probably a Crunch. It is a Crunch, so we're going to shield that up because we have energy. We want to try and grab 1 shield back. Yeah, you're going to have to do CMP because they're just going to go Aqua Tail here. They do shield, and now I think you just let this go and come get ahead on Claydol energy. Because you can get to Rock Tomb, right? Which will be super effective. But they will get to a charge move, and both charge moves are super effective, as most things are against Claydol. So I have to shield up the Crunch, which means you burn that second shield, get that Rock Tomb off here because this will lower their attack and do super effective. Are we going to try and catch a grass move? Nope, we're just going to go straight in. We did grab a shield and more Pekos in the back. Sludge will hurt. I don't know if it's going to... It should take out from a shadow. Yeah, it does take out. And then they're not going to be able to throw anything here to take you out as I take a drink on the side here. I'm surprised Sludge didn't one-shot a... doesn't one-shot a thing. Holy, but Acrobatics one-shots you. Was that an Acrobatics? And here comes the second one. Running what? Aerial Ace Acrobatics? I actually ran into someone that was running that exact same Aerial Ace Acrobatics on this Pokemon. It's interesting. I'm surprised you don't want the grass move coverage. Okay, Steelix, great lead. Annihilate. Okay, this is a pretty easy alignment so far. Going Brutal Swing because Sludge is resisted. So gonna chip here. They're gonna have to throw the Rage Fist, which will obviously live. So this is an easy flip. Now the question is, can we farm down before? No, we're gonna have to throw here. So we're gonna have to throw before they get to a move. This will grab a shield or take out. Either way, we got switch back, no problem. Throw a Brutal Swing, just a chip here. And then Claydol will come in. Maybe you need to watch out for Crunch, but we'll see what this thing has. May just then swap out into a grass. Okay, so Frenzies would hurt. They do just go straight Frenzy, which actually is very helpful because now Swifts... Swifts are going to outpace anyways, but now going straight Frenzy should definitely outpace. And they're going to let the first move go. I'd be surprised if they let this one go and not try to get a move off here. Yeah, definitely want to get a Frenzy off here if they were... Yeah, we're going to shield just knowing that Claydol has such a good matchup in the back here. As I say, they're going to try and catch on the Steelix. What happened here? Did they try and go Aerial Ace? They do shield to take the... Interesting. Interesting that you would go shields down. I guess they're just worried that like Steelix is just going to get mud slapped down anyways, but why would you leave shields down against a Claydol? So we'll get one shot there. Okay, Drapeon lead, great lead. They are staying in. Again, Crunch, Aqua Tail is super effective. Gonna respect the Crunch. It's just an Aqua Tail bait. And now into Mandibuzz. So have the Rock Tomb. And then I'm guessing Weezing would be an easy swap here. They do let it go. Try it for the one and catch, but they did not throw, which is fine. Lowered their attack. It's probably going to take like 3 Aerial Aces. I don't know if I really want to take... I don't even know if a Sludge would take out from here is the problem. So going to have to take a second Aerial Ace. But going to have a bunch of energy coming out. Sludge should take out from this range now that these Fairy Winds have added up. No, 1 HP. Freaking Mandibuzz. So damn tanky. So that put in a lot of work against your Pokemon. You're going to have to just kind of throw anything into this. Going to throw the Brutal Swing, thinking that you can get to 2 as opposed to just the 1. Why would they shield? And you wouldn't have got to 2 anyways. But again, here comes a super effective Crunch, so you got to shield that up. And it's just an Aqua Tail. And out is, in the back, is a Azumarill. So going for the Rock Tomb to lower the attack. And then I assume instant swap, trying to get the Trailblazers off here. Here comes the first move. They're going to need 2 play roughs to take you out. So first one should put you at like 50%-ish. Not even. Maybe that's why you guys like Furret. That does not do a lot. Holy smokes. So going to get the Trailblaze off. They let it go, wanting to shield up the second one. Again, it's kind of a weird one where it's just like, yes, that's a smart play. You would want to shield up the second one. But at the same time, once you land that first Trailblaze, it's very easy just to go Swift the second time. So it's, I don't even know what the best way to do it is. Lucky we do not need to take another one of those charge moves. Because I think we would have been taken out there. Another good lead. Another safe swap of Cradily. They're going to get you a move if you don't get out of here. Yeah, I guess they're just getting to the move now. neutral, and now Furret will just take these charge moves with a lowered attack here. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about my channel. I guess we'll do that at the ending here, because it's such a different everything. How compared to how this channel was. I'll do the history of this channel, and then I'll talk about the other channel. And freaking Cradily, like I've kind of gone over, easily just taking, not easily, but just taking that swap, flipping switch here. Now we have a Galarian Weezing mirror match because we just lost that great lead. Sludge lands, and now we're going to go instant here. They should have an answer in the back. Yeah, that answer is a Jumpluff. But we have Rock Tomb, super effective and lowers the attack, so it's not the worst. I mean, it's not great, but, you know, they do end up shielding, and your win con is now Weezing. You may even live a grass move here because you lowered their attack. Again with the acrobatics. Does no one like grass moves anymore? What is happening here? There comes the second acrobatics, but yeah, with just the pacing to the sludge, you definitely just take this matchup. So gonna get to sludge. The only problem is now that because you have shield here and one Pokemon left, it's a very easy bait if they want to. You have 2 shields, you're gonna shield up anything. It's an easy air lace bait if they wanted to. Yeah, and there's the air lace bait. That's the only problem when you're in this scenario. Here comes the Weezing. Sludge would hurt. I don't know if I want to take this either. So there's that shield. That's the only problem with leaving one Pokemon alive and a lot of health. Like, of course you're going to shield everything. So it's a much easier bait there. Bristling lands. Here comes the Sludge. Again, this thing's bulky, so it may actually live this. It does. It's going to get off in acrobatics. Will you live in acrobatics? You do not, so you're going to lose. Yeah, like, I don't think you leave 2 shields for that last Pokemon. I think that puts you in a really tricky situation. Okay. Thanks for submitting and the support throughout the time. And okay, second channel. Yes, so again, I'm not promoting it much because it is a very polarizing channel because it's politics and economics. And I find that when you call out certain sides, people who will disagree with it sometimes can't deal with that. So I don't promote it much. I'm up to let me just bring it up here. How many subscribers? It's a slow grind. It's an interesting one. So I'm up to 794 subscribers, which is actually down 1 because I lost another one. 794 subscribers. And I know it's not like I lose 1 and stuff like there. So here's the channel. So it seems to be very hit or miss. So with the Pokemon Go channel, actually, for those of you who don't know the history of my Pokemon Go channel and how easy it was for me to like grow. My first video was I hit Legend. My second video was I hit number 18 on the global leaderboard because I was like the highest I've ever been was when I started my YouTube channel. And I posted those on Reddit. So my first 2 videos got me like 250 subscribers each video. So I was up to like 500 subscribers in no time. And then I kept putting out videos and it was a very slow grind. And then I got the Poke Daxi bump because he used a bunch of my video clips and tips for one of his videos, and I got like 1,000 video. I was at like 900 subscribers because I remember I was close. I had the hours of watch time. I was close to subscribers for monetization, and then he put me in his video, and I got like another like 1,400 subscribers in 2 days. So that boosted me to like a couple thousand subscribers, and then it's just been I've been doing this for 4.5 years now, so it's been since then. Basically more of an organic grind since then to where I am today here. So what started was like it was like hot out of the gate with the Poke Daxi bump, like a few thousand subscribers and on my way to success very early on the YouTube on this channel. On the analytics channel, sorry, not the analytics channel. On this other channel, I wanted to do a what I really wanted to do with this channel is I wanted to do like in-depth dives on stuff. So I wanted to do like, one of my first videos on this channel is like tariffs 101, right? So it's like, what is a tariff? What is, tariff example, benefits of trade, political posturing of tariffs, economic arguments of tariffs, just like in-depth stuff like that. So I did some of those videos, but it's a reaction channel. So some I am just like reacting to like stories of the day. So I'll like react to Trump saying something and I'll watch the clip and I'll react to it. So I had like one video that went, I've been doing this channel for 4.5 years. I had one video there that got almost 28,000 views, which is more than any video I've done here. And that video got me 28,000 views in 4 days and 233 subscribers coming out of that video, which was fantastic. Unfortunately, I have no idea what is going to catch on the YouTube algorithm for this channel. So I have like a couple videos where it's like I react to Mike Myers' Mark Carney elbows up ad, 2,400 views. Sweet. Canadian reacts to Danielle Smith's Breitbart interview, 2,200 views. Great. But those great ones are the outliers. The majority of my videos do 370, 303, 209, 413, 275, 520, 700, 250, 180, 122. Like, I don't truly understand. It's tough to break through the algorithm. And that's the thing with the Pokemon Go. Like, Pokemon Go, especially GBL, is so niche, and there's such like set communities. You can easily promote in these communities. There's Facebook's groups, there's Discord groups, there's other content creators that you can come in on, stuff like that. So it's a very like very small, but tight group. So everyone kind of knows each other in this space and stuff like that. So it's very easy to like grow organically in this space, because you're like, oh, you watch this Pokemon Go YouTube GBLer, you're going to like this other GBLer, right? Because it's just like, there's only so many of us playing this game and so many of us doing the videos. So it's very easy to like, I think, grow in the space and stuff like that. Whereas this one, it's very random what is like hitting the algorithm. It's very like trickier, like what people want to see in these things. And there's this other content creator. One of the reasons I'm doing my like, so there's two things with this. I'm doing a lot on this channel, but whatever. There's two things with this channel. One, there's this guy named Tyler Buckets. He does these exact same React videos he's a US doing it from the Canadian stuff. And his thumbnails are the same, and the basically some of the things he reacts to is the same. And he's been doing this for years. He's got like 700 videos, but he's got 121,000 subscribers, right? So clearly there is like a market for this sort of thing. And then the second thing that I was going to say is editing. Okay, so I'm just, when's this going up? So a couple days ago, Tuesday, I put out a Who is Mark Carney Path to Power. So basically I wanted to look at, we have a Canadian election coming up. I'm going to look at the two candidates that are fighting for power, basically Mark Carney and Pierre Poilievre. So I did a Who is Mark Carney, his like policies and controversies and stuff. And between that video and the Evolution is Woke video, I downloaded DaVinci editor, because I need to like edit these videos. So I've got like B-roll and overlay and stuff like that. So I'm putting a lot more time and effort into these ones for not as many results. But again, I'm still early in the thing. So that's just my second account. Look at that. But yeah. So I do like 5 videos on that channel. I did 14 on this channel, but I need to cut down to like 12 on this channel. So yeah, we'll see. Not going anywhere on either of them. We'll just keep grinding and see what happens. Anyways, that's a lot of talking. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.